I want to be an adventurer. All my life, I've listened to the stories of other people. People far more interesting, with stories far more inspiring, more captivating than my own life. I've often wondered if there was some fundamental difference between those people and me. Maybe I just wasn't born with the right ingredients to live a life so compelling. Maybe I don't have the courage, the charisma, the strength to journey out into the world, to forge my own path, to craft this story worth sharing. But as I wheel my bike onto the boat, my destination sealed, I begin to wonder, do I at least have what it takes to try? Hi, my name is Forrest, and this is my bike Shirley, and together we're hoping to explore the world. Our journey begins in the small town of Penticton, British Columbia, where, after quitting my job, saying goodbye to my friends and family, and flying to the opposite side of the world, Shirley and I find ourselves at a crossroads. To our south lay the Americas. The US, Mexico, Central America, the Andes, and Patagonia. An adventure cyclist's dream playground of mountains, deserts, forests and plains, all begging to be explored. However, to our north still remained a massive 4,000 kilometers of vast and beautiful Canadian wilderness, demanding to be ridden and respected in its entirety. And beyond that, one place whose name inspires too much awe to be ignored: Alaska. And so, in this episode, Shirley and I begin our journey in the far north of the Americas with a 1,000-mile detour into the heart of Alaska to visit the legendary Denali National Park. On the way, I will battle the steep learning curve of bike traveling.
I think I have to turn back, man.
The last of the harsh northern winters, debilitating setbacks.
Yeah, so I'm actually like a little bit overwhelmed right now.
And the unrelenting self-doubt brought on by a cold, isolated 1,000-mile journey into the wild.
Just really starting to wonder if I'm the right person for this, you know?
On a rainy April morning, Shirley and I left the town of Penticton. Our first task was a 400-kilometer warm-up ride to Bellingham, Washington, where the Alaska Marine Highway ferry would carry me up north. In this first week, I adjust to life on two wheels.
Man, I am so unfit.
Start learning to record myself for the first time. And hope desperately that I'm cut out for the adventure I have planned.
I mean, yes, there's the fear that I'll like freeze to death or whatever in Alaska, but it just feels so much more real now, you know?
Despite my fears, my legs carry me over the border into the US and onto the ferry, which over 4 days would transport me to a different world entirely.
Okay, good morning everyone. I'm currently in the small town of Haines, Alaska. Population about 8,000, and I got off the ferry this morning at about 5 a.m. Yeah, the sun's coming up. It's not horrendously cold. Like my hands are getting a bit cold, but it's not as bad as I was expecting. And yeah, I'm pretty nervous, for the next 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. I'm probably going to pass about, maybe 3 grocery stores, 3 towns with anything. So whatever I have now is all I got, you know. So luckily today I've only got to make it about 60 kilometers, and then I'm going to be staying with this nice lady who's offered to host me for the night, which will be amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna start riding today. It's a gorgeous day out here in the mountains, and yeah, check it out.
Darling, I know it's hard to let go. Soon I will hold you again.
Beautiful.
Longer
I can't
days
believe it, man.
I'm away, but we'll both pretend to be bold.
Getting a bit emotional. It is so beautiful here, man. Well, the good news is I don't need to wear every single item of clothing I have in order to stay warm. Bit snowy today. That's not bad.
After a beautiful, if not challenging first day in Alaska, I was lucky enough to stay in the home of Mary, a former Peace Corps volunteer and homesteader. Like with so many people in Alaska, I was blown away by her extraordinary hospitality and fortitude. However, at this point, I also encountered the first warning signs that things were about to get a lot more difficult.
Alright, good morning everyone. Yeah, I've been staying the last couple days at this lovely warm showers host, not far outside of Haines. And yeah, I got really sick like a couple nights ago. I got a really bad fever. I had a full day of rest yesterday. I'm still feeling pretty bad today. Just got a sore throat and a fever, and I'm kind of been out of breath just walking down the hill. But yeah, so today's going to be hard. Check this out, hey? I received a hot tip. about this little green shack. Which, yeah, you're like, I'm welcome to stay in. Wow, I mean, what a spot. But look at the crib for tonight. Check it out, it's pretty tight getting in here because the door's all iced up, but I'm gonna be sick, man. Oh my, yeah. Wow. We just had to do some unexpected stove maintenance, which is a little bit stressful because I really don't want to be left without the ability to make hot food. Yeah, we got it working now. Let me just make sure. It looks scary because it looks like it's just on fire. Because it is, but it'll chill out soon. Yeah, and so I now have fuel and soot all over my hands and a little bit around here, so I'm gonna get some wet wipes. Alright, good morning everyone. It's a little bit hectic outside. Here, I'll show you. Alright, yeah, so check it out. I don't know if it's like snowed or snowing or if it's just kind of blowing all around. Yeah, so I mean, a little bit of a lesson learned because I didn't really consider this possibility yesterday, but it should be okay. There's nothing in there that can't survive a little bit of water and cold. And yeah, so first I will just be brushing that off. I'm melting down some snow to use as water, which I've heard takes ages and uses a lot of fuel, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Man, I know I'm like cold and sick and I don't know where I'm gonna sleep tonight, and I'm probably gonna be completely isolated for the next few weeks. But my God, if this isn't one of the most magical experiences of my life. It's just so beautiful out here, man. I don't think my camera can capture it because it's so white. I'll see if my phone does a better job. It's just so beautiful, and like, part of me is so grateful to be able to see this part of the world. Like, yes, it's slightly inhospitable still, but it's just unreal, you know?
But days on the bike are rarely defined by a single emotion, and as the long white downhill over the pass made way for the endless forested wilderness of the Yukon, the day took a turn.
I'm just feeling terrible today. My water that I made out of snow just tastes like burnt dirt, and I think that's what's in there, just dirt down the bottom. So I'm a little bit dehydrated, and it's sort of just hilly enough to be, you know, that little bit frustrating today. And yeah, like it's beautiful here undoubtedly, and I'm pretty lucky. I've got a tailwind today, which is just massive. But yeah, it's just not my day today. And that happens sometimes, traveling or just in life, you know, you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time, you know? Oh man, just water has been the biggest challenge today. I kind of assumed there would be no shortage of water along this route because, you know, we're in Alaska, you know, there's rivers, streams, well actually I'm in the Yukon, sorry. There's rivers, there's streams everywhere, and that's the case, but at the moment the problem is that they're all just surrounded by like hip deep snow.
The day dragged on exhaustingly, and in such a situation, sometimes rash decisions have to be contemplated.
Alright. Nobody judge my decision making. Alright, you're not up here in the middle of nowhere with me. Alright. Half sick, starving, exhausted. Alright. I found this bottle of Pepsi in the ground here, right? Not frozen, amazingly. Now, I know this will dehydrate me in the long term, or the medium term, but I'm pretty sure it will kind of hydrate me in the very short term. Nobody judge. Alright, okay.
So it was, feeling mysteriously refreshed and energized, that I finished the day rolling down deeper into the Yukon wilderness.
You're at home in this small town and I'm just feeling fenced in. No need to complicate it, it just goes that way sometimes. This is your place, I'll find mine.
Found a nifty way to fill up my water bottle. Good. I feel like that's got to be drinkable, right?
Unfortunately, the journey would continue to take as much as it gave.
Good morning, guys. I'm really sick this morning. It's not good, man. Last night I just had the worst fever. Like I just woke up just violently shivering. And now my cough is just horrendous, man. So I really don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. Just getting out of bed feels impossible right now. Oh, this sucks. This is...
Well, I would stop and stick out my thumb, but there's not exactly many cars coming by, so for now I just have to slowly make my way towards the next town. Yeah, so I'm actually like a little bit overwhelmed right now. So yeah, I was sticking my thumb out on the road, not having much luck because there's not many cars driving past, and you know the few didn't stop. But then eventually this one couple came past, and I'd actually met the woman before. She helped me out when I was getting off the ferry. And yeah, they just went to just a huge effort to take my bike apart and to fit it in the back of their car. And I told them I was sick, and you know, they just said, well, you know, that sucks, but it's probably better that we risk getting sick rather than, you know, leave you on the side of the road. So yeah, so I'm just so grateful. And yeah,
I ended up spending 4 days in Whitehorse recovering from my illness, and with 700 long, mostly empty miles still laying between me and Denali, my confidence was starting to shake.
I'm just starting to have these doubts, I guess, about how far I'll actually be able to go, you know? You know, when I was planning this trip, it's so easy to look at a map and be like, oh yeah, that's 1,000 kilometers, that's 1,000 kilometers, that's 1,000 kilometers. Too easy, you know? And now that I'm kind of face to face with what 1,000 kilometers will be like, you know, like it's just a lot, you know? And I won't lie, you know, like I am kind of just really starting to wonder if I'm the right person for this, you know? Right now, all I've got to do is just go put in a shift, and I'm, you know, starting to wonder if I can do it.
I wish I could say I found some secret to self-confidence and determination. But the truth is, I just kept riding. And luckily, I found I didn't need to have all the answers by myself.
I just ran into Faith and Ike, who are the couple which saved me when I was on the side of the road. They went to Anchorage and now are on the way back heading to Haines. And yeah, they pulled over and it was such a pleasant surprise, man. So I got to see him again, healthy this time, and say thank you again. And yeah, no, that's spectacular. I was literally like filming myself like adult, just like just hanging out here when they pulled up, and once I realized, I was like, ah! So yeah, thanks again to those guys. So I just had this Aussie guy pull up and start a conversation with me. He's heading to Prudhoe Bay, actually, which is all the way up the top of the Arctic Ocean in Alaska. It's about 1,800 Ks from here, he said, and he said he's going to do it in 3 days, so a little bit faster than me, but you'll never guess what he gave me. Nice cold beer. Save that for later, eh? Oh, how good.
Not bad.
This French couple just pulled over and gave me like 2 pretzels. Incredible. Bikepacking energy and community, it's just so incredible, and it just really gets you through. You feel like you can get through anything, you know, when you... Yeah, so last night I stayed in this like dog sledding farm. This morning they invited me around for coffee, and yeah, so I ended up meeting this this French group that happened to be there, and they were getting ready to canoe all the way down the Yukon River, which is awesome, you know, like, but what I was gonna say is every time I'm in one of these kind of these moods where I feel like I'm on this like lonely crusade, world will throw just some kind, fascinating people to really kind of shake me out of that ego trip of being like, oh, me, woe is me, you know, and to be like, yes, I am going to be alone for a lot of this trip, but I don't necessarily have to be lonely if I'm being, you know, open to the people and the opportunities that come my way while I'm out here. You know, I'm in the middle of absolutely nowhere right now, and I somehow managed to meet this fascinating group of people last night just by, you know, walking down a driveway and asking if I could camp somewhere.
Getting out of bed sucks when it's this cold, man.
This is living, man. Just hunched over on the side of the highway with a bowl of instant mash. I'm just watching the longest sunset of my life. The sun just stays up forever here, man. If I was lucky, I got to spend each night someplace beautiful. Although sometimes I would settle for just someplace warm.
I slept in a goat pen last night. Actually, a pretty good spot.
These days are running slow. Sunsets and shores far from home. Headlights are shining on the sea. No place on earth I'd rather be.
Oh yeah, that's hitting the spot. A little bit of coffee to wash it down. Oh, stop it. Oh, man. That's how you start the day, eh? Check it out. Look at what I found. An essential bit of kit for any cross-continental bike traveler, eh? Oh yeah, that's going on the bike, baby. Yes, 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 yes.
But I'll never find this anywhere.
Check it out. There's a moose over there. Look at him. Look at that bad boy. He's huge. Oh god. That's so cool. Oh my god. Wow. When I started this trip, I had wanted to set myself apart from other people and take one giant leap towards becoming an adventurer. But more than ever, I found myself being held together by the kindness of everyday strangers. And likewise, my adventure never played out in one giant leap, but rather, day by day, pedal stroke by pedal stroke, the miles and confidence gradually grew until finally...
Alrighty, this is the end of the road. This is as far as Shirley and I can go. There's a landslide on the road up ahead, so you can't go that way. And oftentimes in the summer you can hike into that valley over there and get around the landslide, and then you have the whole backside of the park to yourself, which I was hoping I could do. That would have been awesome, but it's super wintry out here. There's still about, I don't know, 3 to 4 foot of snow all out there. And yeah, so I mean, of course, I'm a little bit envious, a little bit disappointed, I guess, that I don't get the full Denali experience, but I think I've kind of come to accept to, you know, take the places that I'm going as they're given to me. And I mean, Alaska this whole time has been this kind of challenging, wintry beast, but that's also had a really kind of unique beauty to it, and I think that's been really something that's been unique to my journey, you know. So yeah, so overall I'm incredibly relieved and grateful to be at the end of this first chapter of my journey. Pretty nervous because basically from here I just turn around and come back out the way I came. And yeah, it's just gonna be another 1,000 or so miles before I have this this kind of feeling of completion again, which is a lot, but I don't know, I guess in these last few weeks I've shown that I can get that 1,000 miles. You know, when I first set out, that number felt just insurmountable, and yet here I am, and it's been incredible. Not even just, you know, these last few days in Denali National Park, but almost every day has been something awesome. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what the next 1,000 miles holds, and I'm really grateful to be here. And all right, I'm gonna get out of here because it is so windy, and I gotta get back up a big old hill. So yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever call myself an adventurer. I don't know if I'll ever feel brave or strong or charismatic. But what I've learned on my first 45 days and 1,800 kilometers on this journey is that for now, all I need to be is someone who gets up each day, starts pedaling, trusts in the world to help me when I need, and in the horizon to hold something worth exploring. Alright, thanks you guys so much for watching if you've made it this far. I just have one more big thank you to give, which is to Dave and Jamie in Fairbanks. So basically, in the middle of this journey, I actually took a week off and stayed in Fairbanks, mostly while I was waiting for the national park to clear up. And during that time, I stayed at Dave and Jamie's because they basically welcomed me with the most open arms imaginable. And during that week, I was able to basically edit like 80% of this video. And so yeah, without those guys, I probably wouldn't have been able to make this video like this. So thank you so much to those guys. And aside from that, they were just two very cool people to get to know. So super lucky there. Feel free to subscribe if you want to follow the journey along. I'm currently on the way to Dawson City back in the Yukon, Canada. And from there, I'm gonna head up to the Arctic Ocean. So yeah, subscribe if you want to see those escapades. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching once again, and have a lovely day, guys.